stream.
Hey,
Looks
didn't
like
freak
it's
out
going.
this time. Heck.
I think we might be okay.
Woo!
Cord, come here. Hello. I am Dustin.
I'm alright.
Hello.
Okay.
And we're gonna play Persona 5.
Alright.
You got a problem with Persona 5?
No, I like it. It's a good.
I like it too. I need to get pumped up. I think I'm ready.
This is a fight.
Yeah, we're gonna
Rare
adjust
and
myself in my chair here for a second. Get all situated.
prepare for the 19th indeed.
All right. Nothing I can randomly do tonight. Nope. I wasn't denied.
I think Morgana's gonna yell at you though.
Oh, try to go out the door.
Yeah.
Hey,
Idiot.
Man, really? Couldn't stop me at the stairs?
Nope.
Alright.
Probably because you didn't start upstairs. I think that's why. You started on the main floor.
okay.
You could make infiltration tools if you wanted to. You can always do that on the night of an investigation.
I see.
Still can't make that goddamn eternal lockpick.
Okay.
Make a million of them. I definitely had one at this point, so
What are
you
your
just must be
thoughts?
like really. It's probably just the memento stuff,
Okay.
because I definitely had all the materials by now. I think I made it in class,
What are your thoughts?
like when Becky
Okay.
gets you out of like a lecture, and then you can make multiple ones. So I actually had two,
What are your
Two
thoughts?
eternal
even though
lockpicks.
you didn't need to.
Indeed.
Keep going.
Alright, well.
Okay.
Probably won't even need to make an eternal lockpick.
What are your thoughts?
Oh my gosh.
Keep going.
Why can I make so many lockpicks? Is it because my proficiency?
I think it's
whatever,
because your
so high?
proficiency is maxed now.
What are your thoughts?
Okay.
Yeah, one more. All right.
Okay.
There you go. We got almost 20.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Great. Proficiency.
All right.
Well then.
Good job.
Alright, here we go. It's also the point of no return for their, I don't even know if it's true anymore, or although even if that was the last word from Atlas, I don't think they'd give a shit at this point, a year out, but, the last thing they said about streaming this game was either that
Days come.
You
it's just cool
can't.
now or not past the 20th, whatever,
Yeah.
so if this goes down pirate radio style,
We'll have the tapes.
we'll relocate to a
Bunker.
undisclosed location.
Give it to you on cassette tapes. Oh yeah, life will change.
Let us go.
Now, let's settle the score.
Let's settle the score.
We can't afford to lose. Let's go.
It's showtime.
Alright. Throw down, everybody. Where do I want to go? High limit floor?
No.
What are you talking?
Manager school?
I don't know. I think this
Maybe
is
just a high limit floor then.
Let's go.
Yeah, right. This is the last one. I just go up here.
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, I'm trying to find if there's been anything.
Oh, I mean, whatever.
I'm just curious. It's more of my own.
Alright.
Whoa.
Oh man, the treasure's gone. Pool safe.
See it.
Of Carlos. Alright, here we go.
I'm confused because there's a post that says it's from November 27th from Atlas. And
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
you can't post stuff after July 7th.
Whatever. Like I said, I wouldn't really worry about it at this point.
No, I'm just curious. I want to
Game's been
know.
out for a hot second.
Almost many.
I
Almost
only
a year
guided you
here?
here
Look at
because
this
this
one.
place allows me to
I think it's
fight
been
to my heart's
just about
content.
a little over a year now. Almost
Sis.
exactly a year on the nose.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the mess. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been more noble somehow.
Rude.
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil. I must win, no matter what.
This is nothing more than self-righteousness.
6 months ago, someone just said, checked YouTube and found many playthroughs of videos after the 11/21 date, so I think they stopped striking people, I guess.
Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Big old mug
Is this?
Well, this probably doesn't bode well.
A clash of brute strength.
There are a lot of
Simply uncalled for on this stage.
random
What
dice
is she
rolls
intending?
involved in this.
No more coins or playing games.
Some,
we ain't
but not,
following your
like-
damn rules.
super
Oh,
crazy.
you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now come at me.
Oh, come at me, bro. Get your punching fists ready, McCoy.
Your saber, right?
Punch your sister.
All right, everyone, be on alert.
Yes, Futaba, get ready.
Square.
All right, let's do it.
Let's just like attack her, I guess, because I'm assuming it's about to not matter a whole lot.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
There's no weaknesses, so don't worry about that.
We'll put you down.
Punch.
Let's do this fair and square.
Bet HP.
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. The stakes will be,
Your very soul!
of course, acts of violence are forbidden here. One must follow the rules.
Punched you like 10 seconds
No,
ago.
you
We already told
can't
you.
punch
There's no
her when
way
the
we're gonna
roulette is
follow your
spinning.
rules
She will
anymore.
send you all down to
That's
1
fine by
HP.
me. Such troublesome people will just face the penalty.
Is that just physical attacks? Can I like
Any attack. Just guard, just guard, just guard.
What should we do?
you say so?
Yes. You want to fucking try? Do you want to try?
You will predict which pocket the ball will fall into. Now, the time has come for our first round. Choose where you will place your bet.
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we bring that up, she should just ignore us. We should go along with the game for now and try to gain evidence on her methods of cheating.
I agree.
Well, how will you bet?
Oh, okay. You just get to pick one or the other. No, let's not do too hasty. sure.
Have you made your decision?
Boo!
We lost. Have you figured anything out, Joker?
Do you want to? Because if you say you don't know, we'll do it again.
Okay.
If you want,
You tell me what's up with
Yeah.
it. I
I mean, do you have any ideas?
it like bounced it into the next one over
Mm-hmm.
when she stopped it. Is that a good enough answer?
I mean, just say I most certainly have.
Really? How is she doing it?
What?
It's the bottom one. Okay.
I see. You're right. It did seem like the ball floated for a split second there.
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk her way out of it. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who's gonna be the sniper.
We must stop my sister. As long as I get close.
Anyone.
Do a
I'm
gun.
ready when as long
I'm going
They
to
all
go?
have guns.
Well, sure, I'll handle it.
Let's do this fair and square.
Because it's like,
Oh no!
the sniper's in
the
place,
stuff displayed
and I've
on
seen
the-
pictures where it's
That must
Ryuji
mean
with
the
his
thing
fucking
changes
shotgun.
every time.
They're like, yes, the sniper. Again, yes. Be cautious of the penalty. Indeed.
The sniper is in their designated spot.
Locked and loaded.
Let's go.
Very well, time to make your bet. Well, how?
Again. So this one, I guess if I stop her from cheating, I just win. But still do this.
Hopefully your prediction will be correct this time.
Cool.
I think you got it then. 'Cause it was her.
Joker! What was that about fair and square? You were totally cheating! You coward! What are you so quiet for? Say something!
Say something.
Shut up! Shut up!
Hi there.
Now she's a Bioshock.
Quite a
Sis?
something you are.
Cheating? Unfair? Silence! This is my world! If you want a fair fight, then to hell with the game! I'll crush you by force, fair and square, just as you like!
Is my sister's true?
I mean, same.
No! We're finally back to a normal fight. Good luck, Joker.
Alright.
Die on my blade!
Support's on the way!
What would have happened if I had said that I had it figured out but picked the wrong explanation?
Way more
I think it would have just gone through another one. Would be like,
Pick all 3 times
Yeah.
if you really were just throwing this in a void.
like buffs and debuffs do help during this. She will also be doing some, but it's mainly just hit her at a certain point. She will raise her attack and lower her defense, and that's when you go ham. And there's nothing really else to what you have to do. I mean, that's
Put her in for now. Do something.
doesn't have a weakness. I don't think she really uses any elemental nonsense.
They're both
You could
a little
be
weaker, but not much.
fairly good for later, even. That's
It's only 41.
Unicorn. Counter-Strike, though.
Alright, I guess I'll use that.
Anything.
How about some heavy cursing?
Go down!
Alright.
Persona!
That's Ma. You can just do, yeah.
Take this!
It's awful.
I will win.
Persona! Prepare yourself! Persona!
Gun.
How's this?
Alright.
Nice.
See how things go.
Oh, nice. Your Counter-Strike worked.
Persona!
Whatever. This is the most damage I did last round.
Does Makoto have heal everyone, or is that Anne?
I lend it!
She was fairly useful in this fight.
Persona!
Moderate. Yeah.
Okay,
I appreciate it.
thank you so much!
Alright. How about some gun damage? Could have been worse.
Behave yourself.
Nah.
So I'd have to take my own turn to swap a guy on
Yeah.
the wanted. And take Haru or Yusuke out, either one.
Yeah.
Either one of them look like.
Maybe Haru might be a little better, because she's got those, like, reflect things. Yusuke is just raw damage.
Yeah, that's how those feel. Some more healing in here.
No,
You need to be.
oh, does she have, like, an Ivy, like,
Oh, she only has one.
chain whip?
heal.
Yeah, she kept taking them away from her. Or she hasn't learned them yet.
I feel like I wouldn't have taken away. These are still cool. Let's just, why not?
How about this? Persona! Let's go.
I mean, I generally like to keep Makoto on healing anyway.
Oh, that's a big touch. Much obliged.
Leave
And
the
he can still
damage to
be
other people.
support.
Yeah.
Triple down worked pretty well last time.
Go on.
This is almost as much as my heavy dark.
I think that just nullified the bonus. Or the debuff or whatever.
Persona!
No, it's because her attack was lowered because it doesn't show anything on there anymore.
So they're not both floating effects. It just,
No,
like,
they
instantly
cancel each other
erase
out.
them. Alright, well,
You could just do it again.
yeah, why not?
Keep her busy.
Hey!
Oh, I need to kill this.
Persona!
Could even just have her normal attack.
Not so bad.
Not nothing.
Persona!
Check with her like one more. See how much I play. If I get down to it. Alright, that's not
On my blade.
It's tough. Go down!
Persona!
I guess I'm Ivy like sword.
Persona!
I do. Mediathon. Okay. Where are you going?
Thank you so much.
Next time I'll even have and heal just one person.
Yeah.
How's this?
Alright, 155 ain't nothing.
As long as you win, it doesn't matter what methods you use. Don't you all think the same? You're controlling the hearts of others to achieve your own goals.
It's
Well,
not
you're
for us.
lame.
We only do it to help others who are suffering.
I will win.
Uh-oh.
So again,
This
don't
might be good.
attack.
Oh, shit. I don't like that.
You're being a sore loser.
I never lose, even in games of pure luck. Let me prove it.
So she's not going to cheat anymore? This may be a good opportunity for us, Joker. If we win at roulette, we'll get an advantage in battle.
It's always HP, SP, or money. But don't attack while it's spinning.
You know, it's like buff and debuff spells work that way too. It doesn't really matter.
What?
Like, could I have casted like something non-damaging?
I am not 100% sure. The answer might be maybe, but
Nice.
Going. Okay, she lost her shoes. Oh, but you got it. Sweet.
Alright, well, spared no expense. I can't imagine why you would ever do the, like, heavy bet one unless they just force you to for no reason.
Persona!
Whoop.
Out of our way!
Brian should do that on outside. So big.
But why? Like,
It just makes them. Nice.
fuck you.
It means their bonus would be. It would hurt them more.
But you're probably gonna lose. You just need to survive the fight.
True. You want to go big.
Can't imagine why you'd put yourself on the razor's edge for no reason when the only goal for you is to keep on keeping on. Got some good damage going here. Yeah, see, this ain't shit.
I would have Anne heal herself though.
Persona! Go! Persona! Feel my ray! Persona! How's this?
I will win! Justice can only be on the side of the victor. Take this!
Okay, so that's. Now you use Anne's thing.
Okay. Also, maybe try.
I mean, you might have it too on a guy.
See what Seth can do.
Hello.
Oh god, that was
Well,
disappointing.
because her buff.
Her buff, I guess.
Just use Dakaja.
Uh-huh.
Use my persona!
I'll use my persona.
Same.
Die on my blade!
Look at that.
Alright, that's pretty good.
You can just attack. I'd have Anne or
Makoto.
Makoto heal because you got two there to low.
Unless something really severe happens, this fight is basically over.
Let's go.
It's not that bad. Her attacks can get really scary if you're not on top of that debuff.
This is a part of me!
I will win!
Slowing me down.
I bet that just puts a buffer
Say
debuff on
this
you,
yeah, I'll probably a buff one way or the other.
which you could take care of if it happens to you.
Look at me. I'm a roulette champion.
You want to roll the dice. Your
Cool.
attack is up and hers is down. Use that one-shot kill.
Alright.
Yeah!
Pretty close to killing her this round.
She will probably do her big. No.
Nope, not that. Get that shit. Go on.
It might not be bad to do triple down.
Behold!
Probably, yeah, okay. This is probably her attack up, defense down. But she can still get rid of that. Yeah, desperation.
Buff or debuff.
So if you...
His power is rapidly increasing.
I don't think you can actually get rid of that buff because it's not showing up there.
Whatever she's got on her.
Or it was canceled out by the downgrade from the last... I'm not 100% sure. So you could try it with Anne, but attack with everybody else. Maybe heal with Makoto, just because you're going to be low after this.
Holy shit.
Because your attack is still up. And her defense is down. You could try doing... I don't think the Kaja's going to work. You could try it, though. Fair enough. I still might heal with her.
No reason to risk it.
Let's get full with the biscuit.
I had been undamaged. I might have just kept going.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kaja, I need this.
Oh my god. Alright, well.
See? See?
Oh, great. Thanks.
You can't use it or you kill yourself. Makoto can heal. Do you have... I mean, yeah, I would... You got Agadine. That's heavy. Severe was triple down. Or one-shot kill. I'd still probably either... You could heal...
You know what, I'm just gonna go... Next to Makoto.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this. And then I'll just have...
Okay.
Okay, there you go. I would have Haru just use an item or something.
Yeah.
Do it. Now it doesn't matter.
Yay! Now we'll have more time for the good stuff. All the shit that's gonna go down after
stuff. Alright.
A lot of X.
Getting paid, getting X.
Almost not enough room. Hell yeah.
Right. It's learned a new
shit.
skill. It's awful.
It's a bad. 4 to 5 spear. Ooh, yeah, that's great.
Alright.
We have Assault Dive, maybe the one? Yeah, that's just heavy.
Might as well just replace the big one with the even bigger one.
Yeah! Get rid of that Bufu. No!
I'm never... This one is cheap, and this one does the most. This one serves no purpose. I'll probably get rid of Bufu next time. But...
No, you're going to get rid of Counter-Strike next time because you can't stack counters.
Whatever. I stand by my decision.
So I lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
My goddamn sister, you punk.
Sorry.
I'm feeling a little worm.
We'll go grab the treasure.
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law.
That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations, twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
Mine justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san. She's just like my father.
I thought she was talking to
What caused them
Makoto.
to
I'm like,
change
why
like
are you
this?
calling her that?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange.
Is it
Is
though?
there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
Don't act so high and mighty, Akechi. You're the
The
sketchiest one
investigation
here.
will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you will be lifted as well.
You know that.
This deal we made was a great experience for me.
I'm sure it was. You'll learn to lighten up. Beak nose prick.
All right.
Calm the heck down, bro.
To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the Phantom Thieves. By no means. This shall be the end of our working together.
Good.
That was part of our
I'm
promise.
so disappointed.
Oh no, heavens be!
Alright, we don't need to stay.
Alright.
Are you alright?
No.
I am. Let's go.
Maybe we should babysit her so somebody doesn't shoot her in the fucking head when we turn our backs.
Yeah, maybe.
Enemy readings. When did they? They're gathering outside.
For real? What the hell's going on?
Look at those numbers.
They're off the charts.
Doesn't look good.
They're over 9,000.
Tava's headset
Palace
breaks.
ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless.
Same.
It doesn't make any sense. What's
Get
going
Teddy
on
in here. He knows all about restless shadows.
There are more.
The fog's gonna come,
This'll
and
be
they're gonna have to
dangerous
go
if we
out
don't
into
do
the real
something.
world, and then someone will end up dead on a telephone pole. That's how it always happens. My God, this is
Freaking
like-
out.
We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded.
A team this large would be discovered immediately. We had best split up for our escape. Although,
Now you know why you were
we need
alone.
someone to act as a decoy.
Beginning of this game, 87 years ago.
That's too dangerous.
I'll do it.
Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
You already said we can't have big group, girl.
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet.
Yas,
His mind's made
queen.
up. He's not gonna take no for an answer.
I'm quiet because they won't let me say
I'm
anything.
sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Please don't do anything reckless, okay?
I am a main character.
I'll never forgive
Therefore
you
I
if you don't
cannot
make it
speak.
back.
It's in my
Still
contract.
haven't fulfilled our deal, remember?
Even more are coming.
This truly is a painfully reluctant parting.
Just get out.
It seems we had best hurry.
No, let's keep.
Everybody is there. Send off.
We'll see you later.
Hates this cutscene again.
Damn.
There's someone here.
There's something here. You look like a sociopath.
Hey, up there! He's here. Moving immediately.
Good. Now get running!
This is our only chance.
Stay calm. You can get away now. We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end.
If you remember from the beginning, they were all like grayed out and they had no names.
Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always,
Good job.
Joker.
I bet Skull wouldn't pull it off that smoothly.
This happens because you have no sense for aesthetics. There he is!
Just run! Get out of there!
Working on it.
Focus is on him. Looks like the rest of us can slip away.
Everyone remember where we're meeting up?
Stop right
I
there!
have like a fake 5-second combat encounter. Does it do that again?
Yep.
Take him down, Joker!
But I think you'll have the guys you have,
Say,
as
I am
opposed to
now-
Arson, where you had the tutorial fight. Do you think he might be weak to dark? Because I think he was when you fought him.
Nope.
Or no, I guess he's back.
I am Arsene, another you that exists within. Ah, we meet once again.
Tall
You have
hat.
progressed well
Hell
through your
yeah.
recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you.
Comparing powers
Persona.
No threat. Get him, Joker.
No.
Hail Rider. Go down.
I thought you were gonna switch characters. Or he resisted
Oh,
it.
you lied to me.
I thought he did it!
Everyone else,
Go back to shooting dudes.
Hell yeah.
You're mine.
Fuck you! Come on!
Ah, because you reflect fire, so there you go.
Persona.
Haha, idiot.
Your fate will soon be determined. Recall everything.
Yes, yes, yes.
Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends. If you're fated to continue past this point, then we shall surely meet again.
Did it. I'm here now. Played so much of this game.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here.
You gain nothing for that fight.
My honor.
Good. You defeated them with ease. More of them? Be careful!
Defeat. Victory.
Joker, behind you! Go through that door!
Whoosh.
All right,
Oh my gosh.
Come on, man.
I'm okay.
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What?
Ripped his fucking face off.
He didn't have a mask.
Exactly. That's how you know I'm serious.
Damn.
Success.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Victory addiction.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
Rise in the world. Yes, there might be. He couldn't walk on the.
No, not cool enough.
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that?
How does he have these skills? Like, he's still just a high schooler.
Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him. Let's go. Go, go, go.
Yes. Almighty all.
You didn't see them when you. Damn. Wow.
Stop struggling.
Suspect secure!
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Hey, look at his knee on his neck. I'ma kill you.
Sure. 1 hour. It's like, what? No! Wait, I just did that. It's fine.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up.
How would that wake you up from a drug?
Grow up your face. Grow up your face.
No dozing off.
Bro, you drugged me.
You still don't get it, do you?
How is he, like, stuck on that chair? Like, looking at it? Yeah, see?
Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot?
Pretty sure, like, this might be police brutality?
Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Go talk to this dude.
You hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works.
Talk about the works.
Knowing that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
How would you do that with your, like...
I don't know. Pick my name again.
No.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand.
Don't do anything. Just don't make me watch One Piece.
Responsibility for their actions.
No filler. Hundreds, almost 1,000 of episodes, no filler. Of course.
Yep, got it.
Now you have to sit through her
Excuse me,
talking
but this
through
area is
the entire game.
Who did you meet and when did you meet them?
Nijima from
Now,
the prosecutor's
now the
office.
game starts over again.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor sign Nijima?
You prosecutor sign me.
Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
You're being inconvenient.
Well, you're like 5 feet tall, so...
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Two weeks later.
Well done on making it this far, inmate.
You finished the
Now that
flashback.
you've traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present. The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching.
Oh, same.
If you want to win this unreasonable game,
Go on.
if you wish to take back your stolen future, Recall the bonds you formed with your allies, and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes.
Don't mention science.
There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up.
It's only been like
I do
over
have a
like 2-3 days.
though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
What do you want?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Unless you accept my proposal.
Sure, if Japan has the death penalty. Although I guess if she's mentioning
Going
it,
forward,
probably
I will
does.
read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto.
Oh. Nope, don't know anybody by that name.
Kamoshida case. On to Kamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy,
probing?
Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
Never heard of them. You didn't even tell me what you'd give
So
me
you
yet.
won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group,
like
did you not?
The part of Persona 5
Can
where
you
it's
tell
Ready
me
Player
about
1
them?
for about 2 minutes. Here's 10 things. Do you recognize them? Hell no. Again, tell me what
So you won't
leniency
see
are
a
you
word
offering
about
me
either
before you
your
expect me to sell out
teammates
every
or
single
your
person I've spoken to in the
collaborators.
last year?
Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person.
Okay,
Goro
yep, he
Akechi.
did it. It was all him.
There are reports that he was acting
I think you
alongside
might
the
have missed
Phantom
the
Thieves
bad
as well.
ending. I think you were supposed to sell out your teammates. I was trying to look it
well,
up, but you pressed the button
sorry.
before I could go.
Might he
I can
be
save
a
it in a
part
different
of your
save slot
team
if we
too?
actually want to go back in.
If you want to.
What? Fuck you!
No, you've already passed the point.
I guess I'll just stick with...
Nope.
So Goro
Most people
Akechi
think he
wasn't
sucks.
one of you. Very well.
It's good, because he totally sold you out.
So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
Silence.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice.
So is she gonna have her actual change of heart like tomorrow? Was it the 21st?
Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
What's wrong?
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who's made wrong choices.
You're the one who left the house with that haircut!
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
I'm pretty much fine with either of these. Sure.
Saving others? What an awfully simple response.
You simpleton!
You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth.
The truth, huh?
I don't even know what's right anymore. It's all due to your strange story.
What about the drink?
Sure.
Tyson.
After all this, you're still... Are you listening?
No.
The side effects of the truth serum
What?
should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
Realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
A sentence.
There's no way he could have reacted like that.
Do you even know what Morgana's talking about?
Hey. Can you hear me?
I mean, not off the top of my head.
It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately,
I knew it the
my
entire
time has
time.
run out.
I had my suspicions, and I was right.
Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
I mean, who did we have a conversation with about pancakes?
Don't you want to win? Eggeron!
Those both are pretty much
Huh?
on.
No, I know, but that one...
What are you getting at?
That hits harder.
That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
It's totally illegal interrogation.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
If we stay for another hour, you have to pay me. Be another $120. Any of these are fine. Do you know this place?
Cryptic.
Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you.
One
There's
last
something that's been
thing.
bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Telling characters should definitely stumble into Sesame Street one day.
Suspicions were true in the end.
Did you change Elmo's heart?
Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
You do it. You're a cat.
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
Might you have an idea? I mean, are these all the same?
Yeah. I want to make a deal with you.
What do you recall? If you know something, you must tell me.
Such a
I won't
stiff
allow
action.
things to end like this. You mean this?
That felt like steel
I've been
cage.
told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Show me the data.
Let's let her sleep.
She's sleeping on
She
Manga.
hasn't slept for days
Or
while
like
she's been getting that app wrapped.
show and jump or something like that.
Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
What are you talking about?
Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Wait, what?
What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Like they're still like beating around the bush. Like
I think so. I'm not even sure.
You don't know who they're talking about.
What are you plotting?
Isn't it just Akechi?
Yes.
Then like, what the fuck? I assumed it was so certain that there was like there's not even a fraction of a question. Of course it's Akechi. I was like, it's either Akechi or it's for some reason some other character that they're gonna like cousin Oliver their way into the story now. It's like, it was Danny Trejo. He's in this game for some reason. Machete himself. Like, what?
It appears my time is up. This is as far
Like, it's been going on so long, and they got me like, is there just some other character that I'm like, that I met on the street once at a gas station? It's now like the thing.
Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too.
I used to not be jaded.
I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
She finally understands me.
I am
My poetry got through.
Thou art thy bond shall become the weak. Thou hast to wait.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Alright.
True justice is hanging Akechi from a fucking telephone pole.
Alright.
You confuse Satan!
Alright. Give me them tits.
Shin Megami Tensei Satan's great.
What good will this do, though?
Making my way downtown.
Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed
Like,
my
I'm at-
director to step
Yeah,
in to get
that's-
access, and I was directly responsible for this.
It's really something. Like I said, the longer it went on, I was like, it can't be Akechi because that's obviously the only person it could 110,000% be. Like, what?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after
You're
all.
a fucking high schooler.
It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you,
You
Commander?
should be like.
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
I didn't quite think he'd go as far as murdering me, but
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
good lord.
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
You
So
don't
it
say.
was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him.
This was like seconds ago.
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
So is that like a calling card equivalent to him now?
Foolish woman.
That's some like I don't. Just in case if someone watching this hasn't seen 4's ending, some might. That is some sneaky traitor from 4's, like, grinning evil portrait.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
I'm just a high schooler.
Although the Adachi reveal was like almost the opposite. What? That game is like...
I don't care, man!
If you haven't played Persona 4, then that's
Rude.
your problem.
Rude. I was trying to be polite.
I owe you for all of this.
Oh,
You're the worst.
I'm sorry.
You're the worst.
That's right.
Just watch
you
this.
And your little friends were
Just
vital
hush.
to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity
I won't repeat the
was
name,
quite
but
stunning.
this is the opposite of like a
Oh, yeah.
stunning revelation.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is just the thing that was supposed to happen.
That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Oh, well, you know, I did see him kill a man, so I guess that's true. It did.
And the pancake thing was from the first time you see him at the...
Okay, I did not remember pancakes
the
specifically.
news studio, and you're talking with Anne and Ryuji and Morgana's like, let's get pancakes. And Akechi comes around the corner and is like, who the fuck is talking about pancakes? That's why he wears
Have you
gloves.
finally pieced it all together? Case closed.
Again, there's nothing to piece together here. You were never on our side, and then you sold us out. I'm shocked. Yo. Alright.
How do you feel about getting shot in the head?
Not great. This is not Persona 3. Dude. Okay. I don't feel great about that. Oh my god.
Heckin' creep.
Nobody will find that.
Nope.
And goodbye.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Getting off like a sneak. More like a hecky.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway.
Damn, just on my
They have no backbone
crew
without his
short.
guidance.
Rude.
I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
My horribly evil eye on them.
Counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Indeed.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well.
Oh, look at him
Beyond
smile.
that,
Oh, no more.
what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
Hey, shocking. That guy's not going to get off either.
Nope. Nobody wins.
No. It can't be.
If only I could reach the bedpan behind my desk. Oh!
Look at that portrait.
God damn it. Shit.
I mean, shit.
Evacuates his bowels violently.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
I mean, he gave it to you.
Oro Akechi is evil.
No.
He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
Mission accomplished.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
From the bullet that is lodged in his brain.
Emergency brain surgery! You mean she's not qualified to perform emergency brain surgery? I left my phone in here.
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
Okay.
There'd be no reason for anyone
So
else
did he
to
like
come down here.
Was the other interrogation room like a tiny palace? Is that what's going on here?
Find out.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
She pulls out her own gun.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You?
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
They don't pay you enough for this shit.
Trust me, they don't. I know.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
There's that one guy sitting in front of the other
So the
mirror.
next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
Considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried
It's on a
about
first name
you.
basis with
It's
people who
your
run the shoe
second year,
store.
I think it's a like
doing
fitness, like a athletic store. He was on the track team, remember? That was like his
Sure,
thing
but I mean-
until Kamoshida broke his leg.
Off needy do shoes. I guess frequently if you're a runner. I don't know.
He's really going at it.
I wonder if something happened.
You just can't understand.
Yeah.
He's truly tormented by my plight.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Your skills at painting tiny seagulls.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications.
Ah, yes.
His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been
This is like a jar of honey.
Physical violence, there
is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
JLMK exclamation point.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example.
You know the one.
You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
Oh, it's Yusuke's painting.
We also received information that the young man was
Oh, she sees it too.
Driver.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief.
Haru pulls out
never
her
change.
gun. Take me to the docks.
I've got a little mess to clean up.
Coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
Zip, zip, tip, type.
It can't be.
So nobody else knows about our. It's just Futaba and Morgana.
You're shitting me. We got
Okay. Or it went horribly wrong and he accomplished exactly what he wanted to. You know, one or the other.
It's all or nothing, man.
It would seem as though you have been killed.
Bummer.
But why were you killed? Why did you have to die?
Because I want to be cool like the Persona 3 protagonist.
It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
You know, the first time I had a weird, I can't think of this right now.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Oh, okay. I guess that's sort of clever.
I caught on to that.
That I didn't pick up on at all.
Immediately.
But I mean, there's still, like, there's no... Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you're not wrong. They don't hide it at all, but I was on to him there.
We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
I mean, that was so long ago, and like I said, I didn't catch on to that specific... So I'll take that, I guess. Like, that's sort of clever, but...
There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
I mean, also the fact that he's following us around all the time, and we clearly know where he stood in this whole... So the only thing about Akechi that doesn't make sense is... Well, not even that doesn't make sense, but that was a little surprising. So I didn't think he was actually, like, a stone-cold murderer. Let's do some research. We should...
Goro is sketchy.
Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Quick, get them back in here without making a scene.
Oh, no voice here.
One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation.
Get us that CIA
That'll
shit.
be tough.
It really won't. Like, of all the things you've done already, like, this is the easiest thing you could have pulled off.
I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
I mean, that's the hard part.
So it's impossible even
Getting
for
the phone.
you. I didn't say it was impossible.
Oh man, you didn't even need, you just need to have to open up one stupid email.
Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Did you understand that?
Of course I did.
I'm elite hacker, brah.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Do you remember when she took his phone?
No, not necessarily.
It was before they went into the palace the first time.
I see.
Oh, okay.
She
So
was
we're
like,
going
"Oh, it's
to
the new
use this
model."
place.
Grabs his phone and starts thumbing through it.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
There are still things that must be done.
Just turns to a ghoul. Hey! Kill me, buddy! Cool as a cucumber. Yeah, let's. Alright, just in case. If we ever want to go back and see the... You lose, I guess we can do that. Monday.
You're still above 0.
I just thought it would have gone up like another couple % after the suicide. Indeed.
Same. No. Let's try.
Say, how'd you get me out of there? She put me on her shoulders inside a giant trench coat.
Yep.
What were we talking about again? I zoned out.
I mean, murdering someone at a police station is like the perfect crime.
Wow.
I'm glad they didn't voice any of this.
Yeah, I know, right? This is some pretty important shit.
Yeah. I thought their whole plan was extremely clever, personally. Sneaky.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
You know this, Haru!
Makoto told me everything.
Shit.
Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
Yeah, you should be.
That's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Bullet free.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
I mean, I died. Ghostly. Please say ghostly.
Okay.
You're not floating.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Somehow Ryuji's getting dumber about it. Okay.
Still,
he don't even know nothing.
Yeah, you.
Isn't this guy considered dead?
Mindly.
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe.
She's also in this room right at this
after
moment.
they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a second. Enemy? Fake? What are you
Just make some
talking
coffee.
about?
It's fine.
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
No.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
No.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Square.
He was too he was absolutely too suspicious.
Goro was sketchy.
He made one fatal mistake.
He a bitch.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was
Would you have listened to me?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
Get bold.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that
Can we just
supposed to
take
be a
both
joke?
Sojiro and Sai into the metaverse and let them hear Morgana and then bring them back?
You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
I mean, not really. We met him in the
In the
metaverse.
metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality.
Science.
It's a change in cognition, most likely. Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
Pancakes!
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Way?
Oh, I know a place!
I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here.
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake.
I felt so vindicated when they actually brought that
already
up.
been in the metaverse by then.
There you go.
I knew it from
You're
the start.
smarter than me.
Wow. I mean,
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden
you
motive
said
behind
it.
contacting
Your words,
us.
not mine.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
I do appreciate them setting that up and then paying it off, but like I said, the other thing is that there's no reason not to 110% suspect him the whole time anyway.
Yeah.
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually
I do remember this.
planting my
I
ad.
brought it up. The pancake thing, and totally, like, I never would have remembered that again.
My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace
Yeah,
and
we
have
know.
them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to... Let me see. We could say he stole the
Yep.
public security...
Third or fourth time we've heard this.
For real?
Yes, the guard will be one of us.
Same.
So they plan to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, and thus, the danger when he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
Sure.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He a cray.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi.
No!
With great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
Do you? Do you actually, Sojiro?
Korean you want?
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
Oh, you don't want to know. It was fucked
We're
up.
sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
We couldn't just make someone have a twisted,
First,
warped
we
heart.
required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
But that brings back memories. Not till we got to school.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it. Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Yeah, because we're all the rest of us are
Makoto
dumb
remains
idiots.
calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
Oh.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me.
Can she have a change of heart on her own?
I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
No!
I'm sorry.
Go on.
It's fine.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First,
our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we're met with a terrifying, unexpected
You knew that he was doing it!
Even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the
Wonder if
police
Futaba get her
went
laptop out.
exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Don't worry about the details, it's fine.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. So
Hot singles in my area, you say?
That's right.
Albeit for a brief moment.
So I guess she didn't hear Morgana talk. But I don't think Akechi did either, but he was in the...
when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
Indeed.
Lady, it's creepy when you say it like that.
Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make-or-break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
No. Don't remember. Drugs!
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Got it.
Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad he made it back safe.
I may never be the same. It was free. Damn.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion.
For 2 whole days.
I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
The 6 most grueling hours of my life.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do
I guess they
whatever
did,
can to
because she
help
would have
too.
been
Just
hella
let me
murdered.
know.
Curry all
Let's
around.
take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
That sounds familiar.
It's me.
Wait a minute. How did he...
That sounds familiar.
Oh, I think...
Have you ever heard anyone pronounce that word that way?
That sounds familiar.
Familiar?
Like, what?
That sounds familiar.
Alright, that's almost as bad as their Japanese. One more time.
That sounds familiar.
Sure.
Enter.
Familiar.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular.
Sounds familiar.
Nothing in particular.
Have you heard that?
Particular.
More important.
Who has said that, Brian?
You've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
Familiar. Like, familiar.
No, he said he's heard familiar.
That's fucking nuts. You hang out with degenerates.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
Like, you want to say that's like some weird, like, you know, a British person or something, and it's like aluminium. Like, I might accept that. But if you're talking about someone who is raised speaking like some American version of English, and they pronounce that word that way,
is in disarray with his death.
Fucking crazy.
Okay, he says he's maybe heard it on British TV.
That's fair.
Okay.
That I can accept. Oh.
He doesn't know exactly where, but he's heard it. It's maybe British TV. Okay. Yeah, you watch like
I'm
Top
now
Gear?
praised as a
That's the show,
hero,
right?
and I owe
The
it
car
all to
show
the Phantom
that he
Thieves.
watches.
All possible hindrances are now gone.
The new one.
There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Yes, I've killed all my allies. I will win for sure. That's how you win elections,
That's
right?
Now that all my high-profile donors are dead, I'll get this thing in the bag.
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of
What is
Representatives.
it, Snapple election? I was like,
Discussion is swirling around
what?
potential nominees as the deadline for
The
candidacy
Nestle
announcement
Snapple.
nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
Familiar.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Dude on TV right now?
Who?
Masayoshi. Not
I believe
Masayoshi.
he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's
I did?
certainly possible
That doesn't
that
sound like a
Shido
thing I would
is the
say.
mastermind.
Oh wait, that's totally the thing I would say.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Is that fucking him on TV?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with
Ran
that
with that
possibility.
buffet. He was an asshole.
No, the TV's
He
off.
would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns.
No.
He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity.
Same.
On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this.
Sojiro knows him for some reason.
Based on the connections I had from my previous job.
Yeah, how he knows Futaba's mom.
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved.
Could have mentioned it before then.
The camera is zooming in, right? I'm not crazy.
It's like
So I chose to
moving.
Okay, no, it did zoom in a little bit. It's going in.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
But you're going after him now.
Killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day.
Yeah, I mean, he said that so condescendingly.
Believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is
You
simpler
know,
than
Japan's
that.
prime minister has a very big
This
role.
is nothing more than yet another
in
selfish
affecting the
adult
world.
trying to impose
I
his
mean-
will on the public.
Yes, but also
Gotta
maybe no.
expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always.
We're gonna pants the shit out of him on inauguration day.
Right, I heart
Masayoshi
wieners on his
Shido, the
forehead.
guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
his palace be somewhere that politicians frequent? Any ideas?
Probably that one.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
I mean, that's been the thing he wants. Why would you?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
No.
I guess I could have said, what about Akechi, but...
Nobody against it?
Of course.
Yep,
He will
of course
be a
not.
worthy opponent.
I object. I mean,
Let's win this
wait,
together.
what were we voting on?
No.
Time for revenge.
But yes,
Then it's unanimous.
Makoto didn't say
All we gotta do
anything.
now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Ms. Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations.
Assisted
A mere
assassination.
change of heart is
Assisted
too lenient a
assassination.
sentence for
Assisted
such an
assassination.
abominable
He
criminal.
did it.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
Wait, what's the
We're
sequencing here?
intellectuals, you
When
know.
are we gonna do that? We're gonna do it now? Or like...
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
Ah, youth!
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
But I want.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
A really long dungeon.
So this the last one?
I finally
Last
made
palace.
it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you were in the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information.
So he wasn't even necessarily killed because he was a liability? You
You
just killed him because he was...
Technically speaking, he did.
I think he was a liability. They're just tying up loose ends.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals. Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with
Looks like he's wearing
scandals.
jeans, but I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be like a dress pants. But it looks like he's wearing jeans.
Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
Maybe.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided.
He's basically
That
evil
is
Steve
my
Jobs.
duty as the
So
chosen
Steve
one.
Jobs.
Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world.
Mission accomplished.
Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
Indeed.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Yo.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
Not going
And
to
we'll
school?
have all the
Sign me
options and
up.
plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other.
I'm a cat.
I
None of this
consider
matters.
that He's your enemy. I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
Because I'm an animal and I follow
I'm going
the
to stay
pack
with
leader.
you until the very end.
Wow. Oh.
Well, how do I put this?
Oh god, now you're telling me to sleep.
Well then.
Everyone's surrounding me. Sleep. Sleep. Sleep.
Suggestion.
Uh-huh.
We could call it for today, and then you can go back and load that save and get the bad ending.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should write something.
So save here.
Yeah. You should be able to load the save from the options menu in the start menu system or whatever. Load data.
All right. Yeah, why not? Good call.
So just sell them out. Like literally just agree. You can fast forward stuff, like pressing the square button, because you're a ways back. This is before. Just you can skip. It said option skip. There you go. It was a cutscene. Otherwise, you'll have to just fast forward.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Options.
Oh, just kidding.
Sorry.
I'm assuming it'll just stop on its own if I get to the point where I have to answer a question.
Yeah. Did you answer a question there? I don't remember.
Oh.
I see. I do have a suggestion.
Oh, yeah, so here it is. Just, you have, like, when she says the names, I believe is the point.
I have a responsibility. You've corrupted. You'll most go and tell me honestly. First, the
You don't hear that name again.
Each the
Yep.
The and those are your.
That's right. I am.
As I thought. You've made a wise choice. Thank you. I'll do my best with what you've told me. I honestly expected you to have more of a backbone. It seems your reputation precedes you.
Indeed.
I can't believe she left his phone in here.
Akechi-kun.
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
So basically,
that was but a lie I spread to set them up.
I'm not sure.
Looks like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
I got him to talk about his teammates.
Is that so? I better perform well myself. I can't leave here without some kind of evidence now.
Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
He's gonna actually kill you.
Damn.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
I'm just a high school kid, after all.
Huh? What are you?
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. And now it will be completed.
Indeed.
I made a boo-boo.
Oh, I guess I would. Well, I'll let it play. I'm assuming it's not different.
Probably
because
not.
they just show you being shot in the head and becoming dead.
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This
oh
is
no!
where justice ends.
Detective Conan, no.
Hey! Someone! He's dead! He's killed himself!
Wasn't he at the table?
Well, he had a gun.
So you really screwed the pooch on this one, didn't you, boy?
In the end, your rehabilitation was not carried through. It appears I have underestimated you.
You incompetent prisoner! The assistance that we provided was all for naught.
Our game has ended. Ruin shall be coming momentarily. Enjoy spending the rest of your life in there, repenting for your actions.
This is my afterlife is to be
Welcome to hell!
harassed by these horrible little girls. Alright, well, I don't think I'm gonna watch the credits. We'll do that when we do it for real! Oh gosh. Oh, there goes my microphone.
Good job. Thank you for that.
Alright, well.
You beat the game!
Nah, no.
You beat the
not quite.
You
Not
reached
for
the
real.
ending though.
Nah, that doesn't count.
Yeah, we got
We're in
through. We
it
did
for
it.
it.
Credits are rolling. We did it.
Nah, we're in it
Guys,
for
we
real.
did it.
Nope.
That's it. This is the end of Persona 5.
It's all lies.
No.
Nope. Incorrect.
No. No.
Anyway. Alright, well. We might play on Saturday again. I'm not sure. We'll see. This weekend seems like it might be a little busy, but I'll be back either Saturday evening, or if not then the Thursday after. So
Thursday.
in a couple days, or next Thursday, we will return with more Persona 5. We're getting down to it, though.
Yes.
We really are. But until then, we'll see you later.
Bye!